What's up, guys? We're back with another video. This time we're gonna do the top 10 favorite elites in our collection. And when I say our, I mean myself and my son. We went over our collection last night and tried to put together our favorite 10, our absolute favorite 10 that we play with the most, that has the most detail. The quality's awesome on them. So let's go ahead and get into this video, and we'll start off with number 10. Okay, so number 10 is Bray Wyatt. One of my favorite wrestlers on the roster, SmackDown or Raw. I wish to God they would do something with him. I wish they'd give him a title, because there's so many things creative wise that he could do with the belt. Like, he could drag it behind him, come into the ring, and just act like it's just a minor possession and hold it over everybody's head like they can't get it and it means nothing to him. So anyway, love this figure. Wasn't big on the head scan when it first came out. I got it off of a basic, I forget which one. The body is the I forget what elite set it is the one with Stardust and Dean Ambrose and Gold Dust, I think, and Diamond Dallas Page. Anyway, love this figure. Popped the head on that body, and yeah, I'll take the apron off real quick so you can see his body, and boom, there he is. So like I said, I know you've seen the body before and the head. Wasn't big on the head scan, but now I am. It looks awesome. It's the closest one to the how he looks now with the dreads. Probably going to add some epoxy clay on there on his head just to make some more little strands as dreads. I saw that G Natty or G Natty, whatever his name is, awesome dude, awesome figure reviewer, whatever. He did that and it looked pretty good, so I'm probably going to do the same. But that's my number 10. Let's go to number 9. Alright, guys, so you see coming in at number 9 is the Walgreens exclusive Shawn Michaels. Now, I didn't get this at Walgreens. Our Walgreens is terrible. Bunch of old ladies working there. It's like a nursing home convention. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what I'm talking about. If I ask them a question, they go and look in the back. They don't ever have anything. I don't know if that's just mine, but whatever. Anyway, I ordered this guy offline. He didn't come with the shirt or the whatever else he came with. The hat, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, he didn't come with that. It was just a figure itself. So I just put a DX shirt on him, and he looks fine. I also did a head swap because I didn't like the ponytail face scan, or I just didn't like it. So I put a basic Shawn Michaels head scan on the Elite, and it looks pretty good. Let's take the shirt off so I can show you what he looks like. Wow. There he is in all his glory. Wish they would have added some chest hair to the body. I think I'll do that myself, though, with some just regular pencil on there would be fine. We don't really play with this. We just keep it for display, but since we keep it for display, I'll just do the pencil thing. So it doesn't really matter if it rubs off. Anyway, really like this figure, but when I got it, it was loose. And I've heard that people say that the midsection, the mid right here, was really loose on theirs too. So I had to super glue mine. I was pretty pissed off about it. But that's just what you get from ordering shit off eBay. Oh yeah, one more thing. I was always a Bret Hart fan. Sorry about that. So coming in at number 8, Sami Zayn. Now, I got this for my son last Christmas. He opened it, I think, 2 days before Christmas, because I was just really impatient to give it to him, and he had been saying he wanted it, and I think he just wanted the title more than the actual figure, because we had the basic. But anyway, figure is awesome. Love it still to this day. I put some knee pads on him because, as usual, we have bad luck with figures when we buy them or get them anywhere. So the knee joints were very loose, as well as the at the stomach area, that was really loose. So if you held him on his back, he would spin around. So I super glued the waist, which isn't a big deal. and put some knee pads on him to make the knee joints a little tighter, and it worked. Awesome figure. Hate that they're kind of, I don't know, not burying him, but they're not using him to his full potential. I hope he does good with Neville. They seem to be an awesome tag team, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully he will win a championship one day. Let's go to number 7. And it is Mr. CM Punk. Still, in my opinion, the greatest in the world, best in the world at what he does, not Chris Jericho, or what he did, rather. Watched his UFC fight, was insanely depressed afterwards. I felt so bad for him, but at least he went out there and he had the balls to go into a cage and fight somebody who's been fighting since they were a kid. This guy only had 2 years of training, but anyway, still a huge fan of CM Punk. Hope he comes back in some capacity to wrestling, whether it's in WWE or somewhere else. Anyway, I put the decals on his arms, the Pepsi symbol, and the Cobra symbol. And it looks good. Put a little clear nail polish over them. It's been there. I've had this for about a year and a half. It's still there. Haven't had to redo the clear nail polish to seal it. So it's awesome. Now, the body is from a Best of Pay-Per-View Elite from Toys R Us. And the head is from a Basic. I can't remember which one. But I love this attire. Love the colors. So it is my ultimate CM Punk figure. And I think it looks pretty damn good. And in at number 6, Kevin Owens. Also, one of my favorite wrestlers there is today on the roster, whether it's SmackDown or Raw. So happy they gave him the title. About shit my pants whenever Triple H came out and pedigreed Seth Rollins. He won the Universal Championship. I woke my son up, and I didn't wake him up. I was yelling and screaming and, like I said, almost crapping my pants, so he woke up just a little bit. But anyway, loved this figure, was so excited to get this in Elite form. I'm happy they fixed his midsection area because the first Basic that came out, it looked like he was on a diet plan for a few months, and that's how they molded him. But they fixed that, and can't wait for the new Elite coming out. I hope it's the red attire, the one with the prize fighter shirt on. I hope it's the attire he wore at WrestleMania 32. But we'll see. And the title is the Universal title I custom made that came with the Roman Reigns. And it looks pretty good. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. So, let's go to number 5. And it's Sting. It was hard for me to put him on the mid-card, so to speak, of my top 10 list of favorites. But I had to just because there was other figures that were better than this one. Yes, he is the reason I started watching wrestling. And, yeah, I love the figure. Everybody was excited. Even if you hate him, you were excited for the figure just because of the fact that we were getting one in Mattel form. Still love the figure. Don't ever use it. Probably going to get another one just because, for a nostalgia factor, keep it in the box. But hope he comes back in, just like CM Punk, in some capacity. I know he evidently retired, but there's been rumors lately on WrestleZone, if you don't know what that is, go check it out, that he's getting surgery because he has unfinished business. Hopefully we get an Undertaker match, whether they're both in walk out with canes and they beat each other up with wheelchairs. I don't give a shit. I think it would be epic just for the sake of the business and for wrestling fans everywhere. But yeah, so let's go to number 4. And number 4 is the first Elite Neville. I had just found this figure. I was lucky enough to find it. I wasn't going to order it off of eBay because I'm not paying $30 for this shit. But my son really wanted this, and I've been looking everywhere for it. Finally found it at a Walgreens in Atlanta. Had to scoop it up. The box looked like it'd been through a damn hurricane, but it was the only Elite figure they had. Picked it up, and I'm glad I did. Now, as you can tell, I did a knee swap. Not a knee swap, but a knee pad swap. I put white ones on there because the gray ones just didn't pop. And I think this looks awesome. So let me take the cape off, and I will show you a closer look. And there he is. Love this attire. Love the purple. That's one of my all-time favorite colors. The white lines on the purple on his kick pads look awesome, so I had to switch out the knee pads, and it looks good. As you can see. Boom. If it'll focus. Nocus? Okay. That's Neville. Let's go to number 3. Yes, I had to do it. He's my number 3, and I'll tell you why. When everybody saw him debut this attire at, when was it, SummerSlam, and then he fought Sting and John Cena at Night of Champions, he wore the same thing. He won the United States title and retained the WWE title. But everybody was wanting this figure. This was in high demand for over a year. We finally get it, and they screwed up the details on his vest, the lines, the quality control is just trash. I know I've seen better ones on YouTube and online. Mine is a piece of crap. I don't know if it's just me, but I have bad luck with figures and buying them. That's why this figure is number 3. Is it an awesome figure? Yes, it still is, but it definitely could be better. Let's go to number 2. And here is my number 2, Finn Balor. Now, if you saw the review I did, you saw my custom and then this, the official. Love this figure. The reason why it's number 2 and not number 1 is because mine has some leg and knee issues, and they're not loose, they're just bowed in, and that pisses me off, so that loses points automatically. Now, I have his little headdress thing, as you saw in my review, but I put Papa Shango's top hat on because it looks badass, and it reminds me of his attire he wore at the NXT TakeOver London. You can also do this. You can use the hat that came with The Undertaker as well as that jacket, and it looks awesome on him. It looks like, actually, he reminds me of Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, the movie. But this is what he looks like with his headdress. And there you go. There's Finn Balor. Either way you want to do it, whatever you want to display him as, doesn't matter. Looks awesome. So if that's my number 2, then guess who's number 1? Roman Reigns. The reason why? I've been waiting for an updated Roman Reigns figure, and they came out with this. This is the Toys R Us exclusive WWE Network Spotlight figure, and the gauntlets on it, the designs on his vest, it's just awesome. The head scan is awesome. Everything. Best Roman Reigns figure to date, and I'm not even a Roman Reigns fan. He was really nice to my son, and I appreciate that at both events we went to. And for that, I thank you, and that is another reason why this is my favorite figure as we speak right now. I'm sure it'll change, but for the time being, this is my number 1, and yeah. Here's a quick little look at him. Camera 1, camera 2. If you want to see the rest, then go check out my review. Thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed it. And the next video I put out is my top 10 worst Elite figures. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Peace.